Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Astrology. I'm going to do a little take on the new moon in Gemini, and my name is Samuel Dudgeon, Doctor of Chinese Medicine, Acupuncture, Herbal Medicine / astrologer, and that being planetary in Chinese. But I wanted to thank everyone who's I've sold a few books recently, so thank you for the purchase. I appreciate it. For those who don't know, I do have a beginner's guide to Chinese astrology. Chinese astro is one of my passions. I wrote a book on it, and it's basically get you a basic understanding of what a 4 pillars Bazi Chinese astrology chart is all about. So thanks for that, and thanks for the support. And also, I am looking to do in the near future some workshops in regards to cell-sold astrology, because some of the feedback I've had on my channel about that has been great, and there's a few things I really want to talk a bit more about, specifically in relation to clinical practice, obviously, amongst a few other things to do with esoteric astrology and tarot implications and all this kind of things in connection with, obviously, cell salts. And so stay tuned for that. I'll keep you guys posted. It's one of the things I've just got in the works at the moment, but I won't be too far off. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about the new moon in Gemini, because it is very personal for me, because today's my birthday and the new moon just happens to fall on my birthday, and obviously I'm a Gemini sun. So, and the new moon in Gemini is, we all know, new moons are about planting seeds and intentions, and it's all about where it falls, obviously, in your chart, where it lands, but mine happens to land in the second house, so it's kind of new beginnings for me, or I'm planting new seeds and intentions around work, right, and generating resources, taking a self-check of my self-esteem, because that's one of the houses too, how we value ourselves, how we reflect on ourselves. And a new moon in this house is all about maybe taking a fresh look at our resources, because it it's connected to that. How we value ourselves, is another way. And then, of course, being in Gemini, then it's a lot to do with, as we know, new moons in this, it's great for initiating new projects. So I'm looking to do a new work kind of project. I'm looking for new work, looking for changes in work, right? So this is my personal take on the new moon. I'm not going to talk like how a lot of astrologers are at the moment about the new moons, because I rarely talk about moons because there's so many bloody people talking about it on the internet. But I just wanted to talk about this one because it's just more personal for myself. And having a moon I don't have a moon in Gemini, I've got a Sag moon, but the new moon in Gemini, where it falls, is really specific, and it's really, I just wanted to share this with everyone because I've been looking to change part of my work, changing the nature of my work, because I do clinical practice, but I love doing the communication side of things. I love teaching and doing workshops, which I have been doing a little bit. And now that I've kind of I have my channel here, which I appreciate everyone who's subscribed so far. Thank you very much, because I'm not that consistent with it, as you can see. So I throw in videos here and there. But with this new moon, I'm looking to, because Gemini rules communications, right? It rules the younger people, the youth, the mercurial side. Hermes was an androgynous god, but he was very youthful in nature, right? Very the trickster, so to speak. So I'm looking at really launching a lot more writing and connecting with that. I'm also started a Substack channel as well, a Substack blog with some videos, which I'll put the link below as well. These are all Mercurial and Gemini things. So I think if anyone is looking to initiate some kind of project to do with launching a website, a podcast, networking, communications, now is a really, really good time to set your intentions with this. So, because we're going to see how this manifests in 6 months' time when the moon hits a full moon in Gemini. So with me, I'm setting my intentions around wanting to set up a different work kind of environment that will have a more kind of networking type communicative role, like what I'm doing. I'm looking to build my channel more. I want to create more content, want to create more subscribers who get interested in the topics that I've been talking about. And so I just wanted to share this because I found this moon really significant, because I think it's the first one that I've observed in a long time that's really fallen on my birthday, and I thought there's something really special about this. And I really, really like, because intuitively I've been trying to reach out more, connect and network within my own kind of community as well as on the web. And I think this is a really ripe time for people who know their charts to have a look and just see where that new moon does fall in your planetary astrology. So there's plenty of astro programs, I think, online. And you can comment below if you want me to check it out. I'm happy to do that. But and I think this moon is really significant because I think there's a separating trine, because I don't have my astro chart up here, but I remember looking, there's a separating trine to Pluto. And I think Pluto, there's going to be it always makes things a lot more internal, more deep. It gives us the ability to really tap into resources, and being in connection with Gemini can be deep resources, going deep, looking, really doing the detective work, your detective homework in certain subjects, but also can give us contacts with some profound figures, and this is what I have been doing, trying to connect and create a good network. But I think with Pluto there, you can meet powerful potential to meet powerful, influential people that either can scale your business or help things take it to the next level, because Gemini rules the word, very mercurial, likes movement, likes words, like communicating, networking, branching out, and really, really connecting to people. And also I think with this trine to Pluto, is very natural for mercurial signs like Gemini. Mercury's in Gemini at the same time at the moment as well, but we've got to remember that Mercury was the psychopomp. And for those who think that Gemini signs is a little bit superficial, which has been broadcast out there more in pop astrology, but when we look into the myth of Hermes and the depth of Hermes and what he was actually doing, it was extremely, extremely deep, because the psychopomp was the messenger, and he was the one who had the ability, remember, to go into the underworld and visit Hades and come up to the world and communicate the message of the dead. This is why, mercurial nature type people can make fantastic therapists, because they're like the messengers who have the ability to go into the underworld and communicate the message back. So I found this really, really really significant for me, because I've been trying to develop my channel more, and I've got Instagram as well, and really and I think now's a really good time to do that, especially with this plutonic aspect. I'm a little bit plutonic by nature, so I like deep, dark subjects. I like digging into the psyche, the underworld, this kind of thing. And it could be a time for this coming out more so within ourselves, right? What do we what's really deep within us that we want to process? And now's the new moon's a good time to process, either through the word, the writing, and connecting, and even speaking, because Gemini rules the speech as well. So I just wanted to share this with you. Plant those seeds for the new moon. This is really important. I always pay attention to it, but like I said, this is the first time I've actually talked about it on in my YouTube channel, because I usually don't talk about the moons as much, because there's a lot of kind of info on there. But the moon is really, really important to pay attention to where it is placed in your astro chart. So thank you. This is just a quick note before I start launching off into other realms of subjects. But like I said, I'm really looking forward to really finishing my self-salt astrology workshop and getting that. It'll probably be more of a webinar, I think, first, and then I'm going to have videos on my Substack channel, which I will put the links below for those who want to join about that, because I'll have some certain videos which have probably been more subscription based, because I'm just wary of putting too much health info on the web without getting crucified by the power elite for it. So anyway, thanks for listening, and we'll be in touch soon. Enjoy this Gemini new moon and start creating.